Holy Spirit. You cannot run from knowing who God is. His love is everywhere. His love is why we live. His love is why He wakes us up in the morning. His love is why we want what is good. Some people may dislike each other, say any kinds of words, and be very, uptight or angry at certain situations. It happens because you're a human being. However, everybody wants to ultimately do well. You know, it's not easy, but we all want what is good. We ultimately want the best for each other. Simply, we just don't want maybe sometimes others to do well before we do well. Do you see what I'm saying? But it should not be like that, because that is the deception of the devil. Anybody can talk about God because it is in you, right? Everybody has experience, whether it's a small experience or a large one. All of it is meant to teach. Think about it. What skills does a person have? If you can speak, that is a skill, right? If you can sing, that is a skill. If you can talk, that is a skill. Ultimately, everything that you do, it is supposed to be used for blessing the Lord. That means God walks amongst us, meaning that God is in all of us, dwelling in all of us all the time. He has allowed Lucifer to have real estate in our flesh. So all the time, constantly, your flesh is always trying to tell you, you shouldn't focus on the spiritual. You should focus on the physical. And your spirit is also trying to tell you your spiritual is much more important than your physical. So focus more on your spiritual. So it's a back and forth, and your mind is in the middle saying, wait a minute. Whatever I indulge in the most, whatever that retains in the mind is ultimately going to be expressed out regardless of the circumstances. So choose to decide what is truly important to you. Do you wait until, you are ultimately in your deathbed to say, God, use me now? Or do you do it when you have the opportunity, every opportunity? When you're young, when you have power, when you have a voice, when you have a position, do you do it now? Because when you have position, that is when you use it. Because if you could walk, but yet you never used it, and then you lost your legs, then you wait until you lose your legs to want to walk, then it's backwards. So use every opportunity. Don't worry about what others have to say. If they're saying things, if they're laughing, understand that the devil has real estate